I was born in London. I'm Nigerian. I'm one of nine. I come from an abusive household as well because my dad was mentally and physically both very abusive, not just to like myself but to my mum as well. So we had to grow up and see a lot of that. From a young age, I wanted to try and, protect my mum. My dad was also quite controlling. She wasn't allowed to go out. But then I was happy when she wasn't allowed to go out because I felt protected. I guess they decided to send me and my brother back to Nigeria for 2 years. We had never done hard works or any kind of labor before until we went back to my grandmother's. And she was like, it was like we were in the military or something because my grandmother, she was very hard. There was one time where she made me kneel down and carry a rock. Yeah. For like, I don't know, 30 minutes or something like that. Like, yeah. And if you fell over or something, then you'd have to, another 5 minutes gets added on. We used to have to walk to our school, and she had a car, but she never used to drop us, and it was like 5-10 mile walk. We never used to get any food. She never used to make us pack lunch, so you'd go through like 6-7 hours in school and not have anything to eat. Me and my brother, we started stealing because we needed something to eat. She was a very, very, very toxic woman. I had a very short temper, and I used to suffer from like blackouts, or angry blackouts. So when I get angry, I just do some stuff, and then there's like chaos, and then afterwards I feel remorse. I used to go for blood, like that would make me happy, and I used to cry a lot when I used to get angry, because there's situations where I hurt kids. I got in so many fights that I built up this reputation, not wanted, but as being kids were scared to be around me, felt alienated. So I had to look for ways in which to suppress my anger because it had become an issue I was working on, and I found something that worked for me. So if you notice, I smile a lot, and it's something that I developed from around high school, because I felt when I smiled, it helped me to feel good and also to suppress that anger. And when people used to see someone that smiles a lot, then they're not really going to approach them. It didn't eradicate the anger because it was still there bubbling under. When I was younger, my whole feeling was to suppress it. Anger is a bad thing. And because I used to try and suppress it, run away from it, it became much more of a prevalent force within my being. During university, it came to a head where me and my dad had a physical altercation. He started shouting, cursing, swearing. Everyone in the library could hear it. In my head, I'm like, it's on when I get back home. It's on. Like, something goes off. I come inside, and then he now starts trying to impose himself. And then that's when I just lost it. And I was in that moment, I was going to really like smack him up, because this is the point. This is what I've been waiting for. It was the first time anyone that had really stood up to my dad. So since that situation, he never really tried to impose himself on me again. I had to, when I left university, I had to forgive my dad, to be honest, because of that decision to be able to embrace the hatred and anger I had towards it, that I manifested over such a long period of time. I have so much more peace.
At one time, smiling was survival.
Yes.
Now what is it?
Now it's authentic. Like, I smile when I'm happy. I think back then that whole idea of fake it till you make it was like the thing. Because if you smile, it does make you feel good. Like, you feel a genuine happiness inside you. And I learned quite quickly that it was something that could help me. Now, every time I smile, it's just as a consequence of how I feel inside. It's like second nature. It's just like breathing to me.